There needs to be a lot more grace in this world.
It's true. David, I guess we're having drink therapy.
Drink therapy! I guess we are having drink therapy.
Okay.
And you know, frankly, sometimes this is the only thing that gets me through.
But we like to go and get a daily drink and just kind of talk about...
And just chit-chat.
Yeah, chit-chat. And we can both vent.
I like the idea of everyone having a space where they can work it out.
We've had multiple people that have wanted to join in, in the car.
They wanted to be in the back seat.
They wanted to be in the back seat. So that's why we're now doing this.
But I think one of the things that people would be shocked to learn about you and I is for many, many years, we didn't like each other very much.
No, this is not a joke. Like, it was actually really bad.
It was.
It was bad.
No, I agree.
And it was your fault, but
well,
whatever.
Of course it was.
It was your
Sure.
fault,
Yeah.
but...
I'm an easy target.
Whatever. But really, our relationship, I don't know, it became very toxic. It was like, I think... Partly you came back when I was still being raised in the house and you had your family. I mean, I'm closer in age to your kids than you.
Yeah, you're a lot closer.
Like, they're more like of sisters to me, right? Than my own brother. And it was really crazy because what healed us? I know that in my heart, David, I hated it. And I hated that we had so much, like it bothered me. I wanted our relationship to heal because I didn't even know why it was so bad.
Yeah.
And it was, okay, I know what happened.
What?
So when I started the Food Nanny 6 years ago, you became my #1 fan. Okay? Besides Mom, because she wouldn't want me to say that.
Yeah,
Besides Mom and Dad.
Yeah, the Mom and Dad both.
Mom and Dad were both there, but you became my #1 fan.
Yeah, and you know why that is? Why do you think that is?
I don't know, because you just love me so.
No, I'll tell you why I became your #1 fan is because I respect what you're doing. And I'm the kind of person that if I respect you, I'm going to love you. Because to me, those are inseparable. They just are, respect and love. If I truly respect you, I truly love you. And the reason why I had so much respect for you is because you were putting it out on the line every day. There are so many people in this world that want to do what you do in terms of putting it out there, but just for whatever reason can't do it. And I respect the people who do.
And David, you watched me. I have said this many times that the necessity becomes the mother of invention, right?
Yeah, that's true. Einstein said that.
And you saw me pull myself up and work my butt off.
But what's the interesting part of that, Lizzie? Do you know what's so fascinating about what you just said?
What?
You actually had to go and reinvent yourself.
Yeah.
And is that not the very essence of life so often?
Yeah.
That you have to go right to the very bottom
to change.
Build yourself up with God, with Christ.
Right.
But I can tell you this, that's the guttural response that so many people in life forget, that sometimes God is going to take you to rock bottom to build you up.
No, it's true. And I think we both have been through that. But then what happened? We just became each other's biggest cheerleaders, I think.
Yeah, I think
right?
so too. Well,
and
it's very
now
heartwarming.
It's been very real. And it's like we've been each other's lifeline.
Yeah, it's heartwarming to me. You know, the funny thing is I love all of my brothers and sisters. I really do.
Me too.
And I've got an incredible family. I've got incredible friends that have loved me all throughout life. I've been very, very blessed.
Me too.
And I can tell you this, you know, when you start to realize that the hard things in life actually are the things that build you, you look at them differently.
Yeah.
You look back. You know, I heard a talk once from an ecclesiastical leader who said, it's really easy to look back and connect the dots. But when you're looking forward, it's so difficult to do that. Right?
But we can always look back, and that's so true, and be like, okay, this is the reason. This is the path that it brought me on.
And you can see why God did what God did.
Yes.
You know, when you look backwards in your life.
His hand was there, yeah.
The faith part of it, the trust part of it is looking forward and projecting forward and saying, no, God's going to connect these dots.
It's true.
And someday I'm going to be able to look back and I'm going to be able to connect them.
It's true.
And that is the difficult part.
But you know what I'm thankful for?
What's that?
God healed our relationship.
I am too.
He did. And now look at us. We work together. We have drink therapy together. We cook together.
We do.
And that's the thing, is it's like, it's not all pretty. It's
No,
not all pretty
it's
within
ugly.
our family.
No, it's ugly.
It's not perfect. But guess what, David? we fight for each other.
We do fight for each other.
And I think my mom has forced that to happen,
true.
and that is true. And I think that's why we sit, we fight it out almost a little too much.
My mom comes from the fight. Our mom comes from the fighting blood.
And we got the fighting blood in us.
We do got the fighting blood, but I'll tell you what, it's worth it.
It's worth it.
It's worth it.
Because now look at us.
Yeah.
Come on. Okay, David, this is why I think it's good that we're actually telling people about this. Because let me tell you, I get asked all the time, how do you and David have such a beautiful relationship? How is it so perfect
Because
with your
you fight
family?
for it.
It's not. It's not. We fight.
Yeah, we fight.
And we have had to fight for this. And let me tell you, really, truly, when you sit at the dinner table together, it's where it all comes out. We have cried at the dinner table over food. We have fought at the dinner table over food. It's like you have to put in the work if you want to keep a relationship with the family. You do.
It's not going to just happen.
No.
And I think that's the fundamental premise of the food nanny. Okay, that's what it's all about.
Right.
Getting people together, getting together around food. Food brings people together, and then organic conversations
Just
happen.
happens.
You're sitting there at the dinner table, and that's where some of the most endearing moments of your
Sacred
entire life,
moments.
and sacred.
Yeah.
I like the word sacred because I think that's right.
Oh, I've had many sacred moments at the dinner table.
Where you're sitting there and you get down to bedrock.
Yeah.
What is the problem? What is the issue? What is going on? Because the only way you're ever going to get a problem to be fixed is to drag it out into the light of day. And
it can save a lot of families.
And it can save
Not
a lot
that
of
it's going
families.
to always save it.
No.
But it can.
It saves relationships. And
It does.
It saves families, but it saves people. It saves their hearts. It saves their minds. It saves their souls. Because ultimately, they can become better. I think that's one of the things that's been lost in society today is that somehow people can't change or people can't improve. They can.
They can.
They can.
They can.
You know, all I got to say is thank you for listening to this.
Thank you.
I don't know if we're screaming into the abyss. You know, I really don't. And frankly, it
very
doesn't
loud.
matter. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But what we thank you for listening, and we hope that you got something out of this. We want to do these more in the future, but we really do want to hear from you.
Yeah. Do you agree with these topics? Are we crazy? We want to hear the thoughts
and
about it.
what
for
subjects do you want to talk about?
Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
Tell us about it. Comment about it. I've said this to many fannies that I meet on the street or down at the store. You have no idea what you give to us.
Oh, 100%.
And
I
so-
wouldn't be able to keep going
No.
without the fannies that have literally said, you've inspired, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Like, honestly, yeah.
The fannies are the
You've
strength.
kept me going for sure.
But please comment and tell us what you want to talk about.
Yeah, tell us because we love to get
We
going.
love to dish.
We love to dish. Don't worry. When we just went on a trip, let's just give this little tidbit. I don't know if it's going to go in or not. But how about we went to Texas to do, what were we doing?
We were down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to Pinners.
Seeing where I was born
Yeah.
and all that stuff. We were up until 2-3 a.m. yelling and debating topics.
Yelling at each other.
I thought we were going to be
No.
kicked out of the hotel.
Literally,
we were screaming bloody murder.
I told Lizzie, I said, the cops are going to be called. Maybe not everybody fights like that, but I'll tell you what, that's what is in our DNA.
Because we got passion,
We
man.
got passion,
Oh,
and that's
wow.
just the way
Yeah.
it is.
Anyway.
But I'm telling you, that's one of my favorite conversations of all time that I've had with you. Because honestly, we got down to bedrock.
Oh, we did.
got down, and
We
there
did.
was screaming and spittle coming out of the
And
mouth.
getting to the crap, it's like, why do you feel this way? Why do you say what you do?
Yeah.
It's like, get to the crap.
Get down to
no
it because
surface anymore. We're getting to the
if there's a cancer or there's something affecting a body, you go in and you cut it out.
Cut it out.
But that's a violent action. That is a violent action that hurts, but you got to cut it out to heal. You got
That's right.
It's the truth.
It was hilarious.
Listen, go in there, comment.
We love you. Thank you
We
for
do love
watching.
you, and we want you to be part of this, and we certainly want to hear from you. And
Yeah.
we want to know what you want to talk about.
Yeah. Well, I think I've had enough.
Good luck with all that.
See you later.